Hello, everyone. Sorry about that. Hi. Hope your weekends have been grand so far. Oops. Yeah. Honestly, I'm just rolling with the punches of whatever goes wrong today. It's no big deal. As it should be. So, for those who've been in the Discord, you know what's been going on, and I want to talk about it a little bit because, to me, it's not as much as how good of friends we were, but more about how he was very important to this community and to the just to everything that you see online from this channel and what you've seen in other channels. First of all, Hero, good to see you. Hope you're well. Marie, thank you for the 70-month resubscription. You had to re-verify your identity. It has been a bit, and I know you've been busy, but it's good to see you. Yeah, it's been a long 48 hours. It's been a long 72 hours. I don't know. I don't know how many hours you put it to. I was on a walk with a friend yesterday, and this was really tough for me to figure out because it's a really awkward situation. You might not think about this, but I do, just because of the nature of internet content and things of the sort, and I've never really gone through. I've had. First, I guess I should warn everybody. Firstly, this is not going to be a video. This will be a part of the archives, but I'm not going to cut this up into a separate video. Out of respect for the family and for Syedge. But also, just trigger warning, we're going to be talking about death today. Specifically, death of a friend. So, if that is tough for you, understand. When you see PokeRogue on screen, any mention of him will be as just condolences, not stories, but just condolences and us just comforting each other during this time. When I was on a walk with my friend, it was really tough for me to figure out how to do this because we're very fortunate to have built a very adult community where I'm not worried about talking about real life things, and I'm not worried about expressing real things that people would take and misconstrue and think there are ulterior motives or for the purposes of profiting or anything like that. So I thought it'd be best for myself and for us to just talk about what happened and to remember him for what he stood for and what he did for me and what he may have done for you and sort of just add a little bit more color to his life. So Syedge passed away. For the newest people in the community, he was a mod. He'd be around quite a bit. He'd be lurking a lot. He lived with sickle cell anemia. which is an incurable condition. And he would share some details, and I just from school already understood how painful it is, and how difficult it is to live with, and I would be there quite often, making sure that he was okay, and just giving him a space and someone to talk to, and just ensure that he is having the best day he can. He also told me that was he had a much longer life than they predicted him to have. Which I think is a positive light on his life, because that fact led us to the reality that he was a part of our lives, and the magic and the friendship that he brought to this community and to me personally. I've known Cy for about, I want to say 9 years. I can't quite exactly recall when I met him, but I met him over Twitch. I think I may have met him in Xander's stream. I can't quite recall, but I've known Cy for quite some time, and the man was just a beacon of sunshine. He could be in the worst conditions and he would still be laughing. He'd still be shit posting. He'd be checking up, watching stream, banning bots, welcoming people in, strike up conversations with people. He drew strength from that warmth. And really, on a personal level, he was one of the first people online who I met who helped me understand that people on the internet, friends on the internet, were real. And they weren't just trying to use you for business, or they're not just friendships one day and then discarded as if nothing happened the next. And admittedly, knowing his condition, and I've talked about this with a few people before, and we've talked about this on stream before as well, there's always that worry, that nauseating feeling that one day, if anyone close to me online would just disappear, I would never know if they would be around again. And particularly for Cy, that scared me because I just knew him through Discord and Twitch. But then he'd show back up. He'd bring his same game. He would up his game every time. His laugh. He brought flavor to the channel. we played games together. He was really looking forward to Shape of Dreams coming out. He enjoyed Marvel Rivals. We used to play Pokemon back in the day. And he was my he was a monolith of support for me. He's the guy in the hospital who needed constant care, and he's making sure that I'm okay when I'm having stomach problems, and his entire identity is defined partially by his health, but not entirely. He didn't let it stop him. He has a loving mother who supported him. I heard her a couple of times over calls, and she had the same sense of humor. She didn't make the same jokes that he did, but they approached it with him being strong, blessed, with a life that we'll maybe never understand. And one certainly don't wish on anyone. But he lived a happy life. I think it was 20. I'm just trying to remember this yesterday. There's one moment. Well, I mean, there's two moments. One that I've had on the channel for a long time, and one that I don't think I've really talked about much on stream, unless he was around and I told the story. But he would have had to prompt it. Um, there was a quote that he came up with. Um, that was against the new rules I had come up with on stream. But I found it so funny and so just well delivered by him that I decided to make it the one quote that I kept that quote unquote towed the line. It doesn't toe the line so much anymore, but when we really cleaned up the content, I kept it because a bit of favoritism, but also it was just really well done. And it used to be called exclamation seduce, and I wanted to at least have something to remember him by. So the quote's still not going to go anywhere, but this brings up just what he could do, and how he would make us laugh every time he could. And just having that little piece left of him is important to me and to anyone who knew him more and knew him over the years. But another story is he, back in 2016 or 2017, he used to talk about wanting to be a creator. And I mean, he didn't have a lot of money. He was in the hospital a lot, and it was really, I didn't know how to help him. And he said, like, well, let me send you a video. I want to send you a video. And this is when he'd only seen my face. I'd never seen him. I've only heard his face, and he was very secretive about his identity, and just to be safe. And he said, I want your opinion. You're a professional streamer. And this was about 1 or 2 years into me doing, stuff with muscle shirts and lewd 3 a.m. cracks with Dagger back in the day, and me being a guy with a broken mic and a laptop under an LED light. And he said that he trusted me with my opinions on how he would do with being a content creator. I said, I'm very grateful that you want my opinion. Send it over. And he did. And then there's this. Admittedly, there's this little awkward skinny guy on the screen, and he was doing a just chatting stream because he didn't know what game he wanted to play. He's like, I don't really know, but I want to talk to people and just have like this is before all of the, I guess, sort of the podcast formats of just chatting getting super cozy and people just literally sitting there, like old Justin TV days. Like this is what he was going back to, where he wanted to sit and talk with people and make them laugh, and he wanted to tell jokes through his experiences and just talk everything. So he gave me a 4 or 5 minutes. Actually, no, that's a lie. He gave me like a 15-minute pilot video. And after about 4 or 5 minutes, I paused it. And I just typed back to him, it doesn't matter about my opinion. You should just do it. And my opinion was, he was amazing at it. He could speak. He could interact. He was doing, in my opinion, in 2016, everything right. But the biggest thing was, he did that video in a hospital bed. He was hooked up. And you could see glimpses of him wincing and putting his best energy forward, even when he was not feeling the best. And that's when he explained his condition and opened up to me about it. And at that point, I felt bad I didn't watch all 15. I told him I don't need to. You have a gift. I don't want to see you do it. And then he didn't stream for years, but over the past 2 or 3, he was able to do a lot of them. Just at a casual level. He didn't want to make it into a business. He just wanted that reassurance that he could build a community with who he was and that he could be comfortable and safe on the internet. It was one of the earliest times that I can remember we're doing or just having a friend online come up to me that early on in my career after coming off of so much mistrust and just being used as someone just said, hey, I trust you and I want you to tell me how it feel. And that's when I sort of adopted the ideology of I'll just say it like it is because everyone deserves the truth. And you just give them the facts of what makes that possible. Because at the end of the day, I wanted Sai to be happy. And he was happy. And he doubled down on it by being damn good at what he did. He was a part of some of the events that we used to make on stream. He loved being in other people's communities. He could make friends anywhere. All without never bringing attention to himself. And that's how I'm going to remember him. He lived life that he was told he was not going to be able to live. He has a loving mother. He had a loving community. He's going to have friends who are going to remember him forever. We were damn lucky to meet him. I'm gonna miss you, man. I know for a lot of people there are different ways that they grieve or mourn. It depends on who people are around with sometimes. I know for me, I don't like to reminisce with my traditional family. But with you guys, I feel very comfortable to talk. Because I feel that we are very mature and we are very real human beings. And I invite you that if you need someone to listen, to share, or to merely just express how you feel, to not hesitate and reach out to me via DMs on Discord. Everybody processes it differently. And like I said, this will only just be in the archives. I'm not gonna split it up. I don't feel right doing it out of respect for his family, and just I want his memories and his legacy to be a part of us the way that it always has been, which is being a fellow Nublet, the longest standing one. And he will always be remembered as that. I don't have any personal information that I can give out if anyone here wanted to support their family. Even if you do, just with what happened yesterday, the further details outlining the complications on GoFundMe. I just kind of want to give his family some space. I didn't know them really well, so me contacting them is just like not gonna. I don't know if his mother would remember me. We only met a couple of times on the phone, so if you want to support, um, the funeral is May 17th, and then after that, if there's anything else that I receive, information-wise, I can pass it along. I just want to make sure that he is respectfully and properly laid to rest. Because that's what everyone deserves. I could also tell you that he 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 supported a lot of my stupid ideas. Like the first to 500 wins, that thing I did with Jello years ago where we had to get first to 500 wins. I told him that, and he said I'll be there every single game. He was ready to just keep that stream on for 1,000 battles. Um, and something else that he supported a lot was the Quest Master maps that I've been building. He didn't ask a lot. I would just share with him because I knew that he would get a kick out of some of the things I was doing. And it's a shame he's not going to be able to see some of the surprises I was saving for everyone. But I am going to honor him and his memory in my map in the Legend of the Seven Islands. I'm gonna honor him. He was just so supportive. Hey, officer. So, the way today's gonna work, it's sort of streams going forward for the next little bit anyways. I'm actually going to be seeing my girlfriend's nephew for the first time since he was born last week. He was born on May the 4th. So this stream isn't going to be very long. But we're just going to play some PokeRogue. We've missed a lot of this event, but I've been doing a lot of grinding on my spare time, and that's really not the... that's really not the point right now. So, yeah, he was a Star Wars baby. There are some people in my friend's side who are big Star Wars fans, I think, but everybody has to get their one May the 4th be with you dig in. I'm just gonna do it on his 4th birthday. Makes the most sense. May 4th, 4th birthday. Yeah, just to not drill it in, right? I know that his father, my friend, his birthday was right before, it was on Labor Day weekend, right before school would start. So he always hated that all of his gifts would be like back to school supplies. So I'm like, May the 4th is going to be the same thing. I don't want all of his gifts to be even if he doesn't show interest in Star Wars. If he does, sure, but I don't want to like start off his first couple of years just be like, haha, Star Wars for the heck of it, because he was born on Star Wars Day. It'd be like being born on March 10th and, Happy Mario Day, baby, bloop bloop bloop. But that's all you do to the kid's belly. Like, I'll get him on one that makes sense to me, anyways. So, I'll let him be old enough so he can actually swing a lightsaber around and break one of his parents' vases. If they're listening to this right now, I'm so sorry, Liz and Mujini. But, I'm getting him a purple lightsaber. He's gonna be Mace Windu. Nobody has purple. I don't see any purple lightsabers. I see green, I see blue, and I see red. Where are the purple lightsabers? The purple looks so good with Samuel L. Jackson. Hey, Kami. Good to see you, man. Thanks for the lurk. So yeah, today's going to just be about, I don't know, an hour, hour and a half. It depends on when I get the message that they're over. And then I'm going out with my mom for Mother's Day dinner tonight. They're going to watch Thunderbolts. And then I'm going to meet them afterwards. I want to see it. But I don't go to theaters anymore. It's just too uncomfortable. Although they're going to a nice theater. I used to go there back when I worked as a paper boy. Make him play the Bazaar? I don't know. Neither of his parents are into auto battlers, so I'd be curious to see. He is going to be a gamer kid for sure, though. We already determined that between myself, Pro Poker Girl, Eugenie, and Lizzie, like we all play games at different amounts. So his reading. You meant mother? What do you mean make mother play make them play mother? Oh no, my mom is not a gamer. She used to play board games. She used to play Scrabble and Tribond and stuff like that. But she doesn't. She plays a lot of word games now. Like she plays Word Blitz, an app, with her sister, and like gets destroyed a lot. Unfortunately, it pisses her off. So I kind of know where I get my. I know where I get my. My mom and dad, when they play games, they get a bit ragey, but it's like a funny ragey. You know, not a childish ragey. It's just kind of like losing to their siblings. Like I see it now. When I think back, and I used to be a really big sore loser at mini putt or stuff. Losing my dad or losing my sister was the worst because like how do you lose to a younger sibling? I'm supposed to be the older one and wiser one. You know, firstborn syndrome. I guess that's what it's been called for me. It's like the firstborn should always be the prodigal. How the hell do I lose to someone who's literally just doing everything wild and doing better than me? But then I look and I go, you know what? It's okay. It ran in the family a little bit. It was bound to happen. And we just keep working to improve ourselves. But, was it really? I didn't know that. Oh. Oh, I'm definitely getting him a purple lightsaber. Hell yeah. That's cool. I never heard about that. I love Samuel L. Jackson. He's that kind of personality. Like it's the kind of personality that I reach for. Like it's what I aspire for. Where it's like I wanna be that big personality, but not not like overbearing and selfish. I just want to stand out. You just want to be that guy that people remember. That's what I remember. I remember that character. Like I forget all the characters thing. They actually made one too, Sky. That's awesome. Spot himself during the fight scene. That's so Samuel L. Jackson. That's definitely a lie, officer. They just didn't want to do it, probably. Or like, yeah, but no Jedi have purple. It's like, well, isn't it like plasma light that shines through a prism? You can do any color you want, really. If it wasn't so expensive, I'd get my own lightsaber. My girlfriend has some. She has a few swords. I've thought about whether or not I just one day want to get like a weapon. I don't know what weapon I'd want though. Like I'm not really. I was always a big empty hand, empty fist guy. So unless I got myself a cool gauntlet or something, I don't know. Oh, they had a reason. Interesting. So what's the lore of the purple then? Like I figured because it was like green and blue. Like I don't know why it's blue's in there too, right? Like green and blue versus red. I don't even know the difference between the green and the blue lightsaber, or am I just misremembering? Because Obi-Wan uses blue. Didn't Luke use green? The pickaxe? I don't know. I'm big, like, if I could ever find a novelty whip sword, because that's my favorite fantasy weapon is the whip sword. I love whip swords. It's so freaking cool to me. It's such a neat idea. Ivy from Soul Calibur just made it look awesome. And there are a couple other games that I've played where like I've never gotten to play a game where when I played Soul Calibur I used Ivy because I liked the whip sword. It was just fun to extend a sword into shards and just literally imagine how it would actually work. Oh yeah, for sure, officer. I mean, it's not like even Samuel Jackson was just like a minor character either. Like he did, I think he did well in the movies. Anyways, I thought he brought good energy to it as a council member. I'm curious why blue or I'm gonna look this up. Blue is associated with Jedi Guardians. Green is traditional. Peace, harmony, and a deeper understanding of the universe. Oh, scythes are cool too. Actually, scythes I like using too. You're right. Claws, like I'm a big fan of claws, scythes, um, whip swords. Like if we're talking true fantasy. I also think my favorite sword is a claymore. Like there's just something about literally just slamming the world's heaviest blade into something that just seems satisfying. Yeah, it would. Well, it would be like nunchucks, right? You just have to figure out how to, like, if it's like using a whip. You're gonna hurt yourself a lot, right? For the Gray Jedi, represented a balance of light and dark. Interesting. Oh, that makes sense. See, at least that's a good addendum though, because he was kind of like he was supporting Palpatine while he was on the council, and then he turns against Palpatine. Like he never gets fully influenced, but he also falls for it. So it kind of seems like the people trying to do their best with what they have. Like that makes sense to me. I don't know. Blue are used by people who focus on physical abilities and lightsaber combat. Okay, so it's either Guardians or Consulars. So is Luke a Consular then? So I guess it's like the justice versus peace thing. Okay. Alright, yeah, okay. Which makes sense that Yoda had a green one, Obi-Wan had a blue one, because Obi-Wan. Well, I mean, I actually think I want to watch Kenobi. It looks like a good show. I've watched certain clips from it. That might be. My girlfriend is not a Star Wars fan at all, but like I might go watch Kenobi. Which that's fair. That's fair, yeah. Was he? Shit. Can we get a Mace Windu movie? Holy crap. Well, I'll do bad for good. Hell yeah, man. That is Samuel L. Jackson. That was written for Samuel L. Jackson then. That's true. That actually, you're not necessarily wrong. He's good at those roles, though. He's good at being the leader that breaks the rule. Again, it fits. It fits his persona. Like it's built for him. It's literally built for Samuel Jackson. Thank you for being here, guys. I appreciate all of you. I'm glad I took yesterday off. I'm also glad that this is a happy place that brings joy and helps people feel comfortable when they are having a bad day. That is all I've to build a business around helping other people feel happy brings me joy. So let's take a breath. Let's play some PokeRogue. Just gonna jump into another 15 luck run that I was doing. I have Annihilate on this one. That's okay, you know, like I said, it's something I've talked a lot with my therapist about, where it's like I'll just never know whether or not I'll be able to talk to people ever again online, because I don't know where they are, and I'm not, we're not gonna know. But I'm always glad when I see a familiar face come back and just want to even say hi. I think it's a feeling that a lot of people just want in their life. And I'm glad that I can provide that a little bit. I got my blood test results back. It turns out that my fatty liver is gone. I have a healthy liver again. So that was a bittersweet piece of info I received. I also found out that the only thing that I'm deficient in is vitamin D. So the diet that I have is not ruining my calcium or anything like that. So when I see my doctor next week, hopefully she will have some ways moving forward to help with the pain, so I can be a little more functional and present. Because it hasn't been a good week. I've been very, very ill this whole week. But, obviously, the size passing, that didn't help. But I wasn't feeling good before that either, so I am relieved on my end that I am okay. With physically, I'm okay. And going out walking for like 2 hours with my friend yesterday, my back was so sore, but I was very happy to do it. I needed to get out of the house. I felt very trapped in the basement. not really having anyone to talk to. So. Oh yeah, I've been on vitamin D for years. I'm now on what's it called? D3K2 or D2K3? D3K2. D3K2. Apparently that is the only way one should be. You should be taking vitamin D with K, because vitamin D on its own does not properly absorb. That's what my sister's naturopath and her fitness instructor actually told her. And I looked it up, and it does support the evidence that, yeah, this must be newer. I didn't look up what years it came from, but it seems to be newer evidence to suggest that. I mean, we've always known that multivitamins were not the best for you. You may as well just eat the food that'll give you that small amount you're going to get from the multivitamin. It was just multivitamins are sold because Flintstones, duh. Flintstones vitamins were peak, for lack of a better term. Oh, dear God, officer. I'd ask if you want to have a D off, but I don't think that sounds the same. I guess so. I guess none of us just really see the light. Sort of taking a lot of it. They said 1,000, even when I had the deficiency, they said 1,000 for me was enough, and I'm like, probably because I'm in Canada, we get enough sun. I just need to go outside and... Because in order to get the right amount, you have to actually take it directly. Like, if you want to intake the D the best you can through the sun, you have to do it bare-chested for 30 minutes. Bare-chested. Unfiltered, too. That's how you get the proper amount of vitamin D, which for a lot of people will burn their skin, or be very tough depending on the country. And if you're in, you know, Wales, I don't know how much rain you get, but I don't think you get a lot of sun either. So the chances of vitamin D deficiency in Europe is very high. So at least you're not alone in that one, officer, but yeah. 125 MC. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah, I just do 1,000 IU. I don't... Micrograms? I think it's micrograms. No, you're on micrograms. I'm below micrograms, whatever that is. Uber micrograms. Yeah, that's kind of what I think about too, just to what you were saying before, Marine Officer. I think because we are the first of our generation to really be online like this and have these kinds of connections, that it would most likely be us who would be coming up with the strategies or just the contingency plans to let people know. And of course it comes down to, like, do you need to let people know, I guess. It's a whole... It's a whole spiral you can think about time and time again, right? 15,000 UI! Oh my god! Officer, it's okay. You can say you're a vampire, and I'll respect you all the same, man. Yeah, you are quite literally ingesting sun juice. Like, that's Sunny D if we literally milked the sun. Holy fuck, I thought 2,000 was a lot, because I read it like, yeah, 1,000 is good for most people. 2,000 is when you get into, like, the... You know, you really don't like understanding that there's an exterior to your house. 50K, wow. Do you know of any absorption issue? Like, is it an absorption issue? That definitely sounds like something metabolic, because that's a lot, man. Just from what I understand from reading. Oh, crap. But, you know, it's reading, and I trust your doctors know what they're doing. That's fair. Yeah, I guess depending on, yeah, but like I said, like Europe usually has that kind of deficiency issue, so I guess it would just really depend on what the needs of the residents in different parts of the world need. Makes sense. You're going to become a dragon type, so I'm not worried, but you are going to use Hurricane or something like that. There he goes. Flap him. Oh my god, you're a dragon type. Ha ha ha. Yeah, oh yeah. Happy bunny. Content next week, by the way. If everything does go according to plan, we will have another day with Nuzlocking with Tora. Hopefully also going to be finishing off the Dunsparce only speedrun. And PokeRogue is Monday. Tora said she wanted to do Monday? I have Psych at night, and I think Tora's before that. No. No, I don't. Aha. What was Monday? Okay, yeah, so Monday will be, I think, Tora / PokeRogue, just to finish off the final hours of the event, and then we'll have Dunsparce only speedrunning next week. We'll have some other games. Like I've actually been getting a lot of messages from developers just wanting to send me their game. I'm like, all right, sure, let's do this. That's cool. Thank you. I don't even feel like I'm putting in enough work to deserve that, but clearly put my name out enough that I'm getting onto some kind of list. I'm grateful for it. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, yeah. That checks out. That's what they're worried about with me, too, is the absorption issue. Which is something that Western medicine struggles to identify without seeing numbers like that. That's why my situation seems to be quite complex. So, that can be very frustrating, but that's why we have the supplementations to help out with that, right? It's Team Magma, sure. We tried the demo. Truth be told, it's a bit too stressful a game for me to feel like I could get involved in it. I've actually been noticing that a lot. I've been really, really adverse to any game that requires me to be on a time limit, make decisions within that time limit when it comes to strategy games. So like Drop Duchy, I'm very excited hopefully to receive the free game I'm supposed to receive for that Dare drop. I don't think it's going to happen. I also won't be upset if I don't get it. But, you know, I'd like to receive it because I did the work for it. But, I think it's just, it's too much of a... No, I don't have enough pull for paid opportunities like that. That was just a sigh. It wasn't a sigh because I said that. You know, it is a reality. I would have to do a lot more... I'd have to go really into the work that I do to make that more we most certainly have the ability to put on a show worth people's time when it comes to sponsorships like that, but they still look at CCV and general pull with indies, and we play a lot of indies as part of our regular content, but not regularly. I think that's part of the reason why it'll be difficult for me to get those opportunities, but at the same time, understanding my content, it's just kind of the way it is. And it's not a bad thing. It's just how it is. Like I said, if you notice, I've been playing a lot more Pokemon and kind of like just working through the angst that Pokemon gives me sometimes, all the time. You'll notice that I've been playing a lot more because people have not been playing PokeRogue much, and a lot of people have been enjoying PokeRogue on the channel, so I kind of want to give people what they want. I'm sure, yeah, like, I'll probably wait for more of the game to come out, because I don't have money to spend on games right now, and if you haven't, in case anyone hasn't noticed, the Buy My Stream time hasn't really been a thing. That's why we changed over to the Roguelocks, because unfortunately, it's just there are a lot of games where I'm just not going to be able to legitimize bringing it back more than once. So if people are investing into it, I don't want to invest just to see the game once. That didn't feel right. Versus the benefit we get out of Roguelocke is they're games that are coming back multiple times, because I know that they're actually consistently watched content in the channel, and that matters if I am going to be putting this much effort into it. I don't think Crusty Industry will pull people like Penguin does, or like Brotato or stuff like that. So, of course, the channel gets to a better spot where more people think like most people who are here all the time, or they do enjoy just being here. And that's not to say, like, if you only show up when you see what you like, ew, that's not what I'm saying at all. But when numbers start reflecting consistency, basically this is how I'm viewing my business. When Pokemon numbers go up, like now we're at a point where actually Pokemon, Bazaar, Questmaster, all of these numbers are becoming consistent. That's really hard to do. The retention rate of viewership on channels when you do like when you do a main content genre like I do, having numbers stay consistent on CCV, concurrent viewer average, is really difficult to do. And we're actually maintaining around 9 or 10, which is really good. Still top 10% on Twitch. Like actually, if you have a 10 concurrent viewer average, you are killing it on Twitch. So if my Pokemon number can go up, and then when we're doing Roguelocks and playing other games, that number continues to start meeting up with the higher Pokemon numbers, and then I can bump the numbers up more and keep moving both up, that's when I know it's like, okay, now I can bring out more of the off-Pokemon stuff with it matching sort of the mood that, hey, there are a bunch of people in my community who just want to be here and can be here all the time, right? So like I said, it's not a dig at those who can't be here all the time, but rather it's just using what I know to give the content for people who are showing up the most, to give you the most value if you do invest into my channel either through time or through money. So that's just kind of, I don't know, that's the way I like to do it, and I think it's the most open way and just kind of the most, like, the clearest way of helping people understand decisions when it comes to stuff like that. Oh, I got a big update. Vellum actually got its big update too. I'm gonna be putting. I mean, Vellum is on the Roguelocke list. Also, Nubby's Number Factory and Rack and Slay. We haven't even done the marathons for those yet, and those are already on the Roguelocke list. Who else needs candies? I don't actually remember. I don't think we need candies. I don't remember. Take this anyways. I don't know. I liked Crush the Industry though. So if it's in 1.0, then I'll definitely I have it on my wish list. But we have so many other games. Crush the Industry is kind of like, I guess it would be more of those morbid curiosity type of roguelikes to pick up and play on the channel. Not even just for numbers, but like just in general. Like Rack and Slay and Nubby's Number Factory, I was really excited to get. And I'm very grateful you guys made that happen. Like, those will be games that I will absolutely farm the fuck out of. Crush the Industry is like, I don't know. Like, it wasn't love at first sight, other than the aesthetic of it. The play was fun and everything like that, but I didn't see enough with it. And I already did that with Peglin, and thank God Peglin came out really well. I had faith in it, but doing it again when I don't have money is kind of harder for me to do this time. You know what I mean? Now, if somebody just buys me the game, sure, whatever, right? That's a completely different story, but me putting my own into it is going to be less likely. I'm going to fight Grant. Nope, that's Skyla. Oh. Interesting. Oh, you're level 120. Oh my god, you're level 120? Oh, I might not be able to beat this. Skyla kind of smashes us. I think we're gonna have to go with Strong Foe, unfortunately. That's a shame, but I don't think I'm sorry, the difference between you is level 120 and level 119? Okay. Yeah. Like, it's the same thing with Mario Mon. Like I said, everything is possible. Have you never played this, Marie? Have you never seen me play PokeRogue? Has it actually been that long since you've been here? I don't know. That would surprise me if they've never seen it. Because I've been playing it for over a year, so that's why it would be surprising. Unless you just showed up on the day. Oh my god. You may have just actually shown up on a day where I have not played PokeRogue. Yeah, this is an online. This is a browser-based ROM hack or fan game where it's Pokemon Stadium, and you go through 200 floors of procedurally generated fights. You're in different biomes, and your meta progression is catching Pokemon of different rarities. There's like 3 shinies for everybody, and you go through and you try and beat the final boss, Eternatus. It's actually one of the few fan games or ROM hacks I've stuck with. We're gonna be going back to Infinite Fusion as well, but yeah, it's very good. It's a little disrespectful when it comes to player time, but it's a very well done game, and it's a very supportive community for it. Prune, thanks for the 9-month 38-month resubscription. Continue to follow noob, embrace the face. Mystical Rock is all of the weather and terrain seeds and rocks put together into one. So, yeah, it requires no installation too, that's the big thing. Mystical Rock increases the duration of weather and terrain by 2 turns. And you can have up to 2 on 1, so you can basically increase them up to 9. Well, we'll be here when you're good, Marie. I'm just happy to see you anyways and hear from you anyways. Oh, you're moving again. Or still. I thought you were moving a while ago. No, I'm forgetting. I am moving a bit. Oh, hey! You're gonna be closer to Xander and me. Are you coming across the border then? Are we finally going to meet? You can finally do the road trip with Tim. We'll go to Korean barbecue, and you guys can eat Korean barbecue, and I'll stare at you while you eat Korean barbecue. Although, you may have to stay here for anywhere between the time that you arrive in Canada and 4 years from now, because bad things. Hey, another shiny Gigalith. God, the fact that I'm saying another shiny Gigalith. Just casually, another shiny Gigalith. That's where we are now. Yeah, yeah. I mean, my friends have a basement. They could take my spot and take in that basement, you know what I mean? Yeah. Look, we did the... Is this going to be impossible to do, then? I think that Gigalith is gone. I have to check all my moves again. If there's any way for me to cancel that from moving, I need to do that. I might be able to flinch it. If we don't get the flinch, we'll just let it die, and that's fine. We already have a shiny Gigalith. It's a flinch. There, it's time for this. Damn. Unfortunate. I really need a red shiny damp Pokemon. I might have one, I just haven't looked hard enough for one. And remember to put it on my team of all things. I'm tough, officer, but I'm a bit of a chicken, so, you know. I am most certainly a backline supporter of everybody. Just, you know, my comfort level. I applaud everyone who goes out to protests and speaks their mind and is able to stand face to face. I've come to terms with the fact that I am a backline educator and supporter. I check on people after they've done what they've done. Now, that's okay. Every military has its medic, after all. And they're just as much as the hero as everyone else, right? Oh, you know what I heard the other day? Apparently, a Canadian CEO bought GameStop and wants to rename it back to EB Games. I don't know if that's fake or not, but I gotta look that up again. Yeah. Oh yeah, a Quebec entrepreneur. They'll be rebranding the GameStop stores that we have to EB Games Canada. Of all things, Quebec is the hero. Man, we can't give Quebec this. We're not supposed to give Quebec anything. Love you, Quebec. But yeah, we're not supposed to give you anything. Now, if they really wanted to go back in time, we go back to when it was called Electronic Boutique. Ooh. That's what EB stands for, is Electronic Boutique. That's whiplash for anyone my age. Egg. Mega egg. More egg, finally, here we go. Now, all things you have. That's... Some of you have sped and shit. That's fine. Hey, Lugia, how you doing? Good to see you. My map's almost done. Ooh, we got pink slime. Play testing? What are you play testing? Am I allowed to know? Oh, that's cool. That's less cool. New Donk City. That's great. You struggle to scroll? Are you talking Questmaster? Are we still talking about Questmaster? Yay. Shiny Slugma. Slugma needs all the help it can get. The neat thing about this game, Marie, is shinies actually have an impact on your luck stats. So in the top right there, it actually increases the odds of me finding rarer Pokemon and rarer items. So I am actually a Kyogre and Eternatus away from having the 100% Pokedex completed in this game. Not for shinies, but I almost have all 590 starters. I have, yes. Many people have brought up Mariamon. I will consider it. I will consider it. But I need, I need Officer to do reconnaissance on what it means by multiple different playthroughs. Because if the story does change itself every time, it might be enough rando that I'd be interested in it, maybe? Or at least just playing it once. I don't know. I have to remember I don't have a day job. You can't keep giving me all this You can't keep making my dreams come true, chat. Like, what the hell? I gotta get healthy and go work a 9 to 5 and lose my soul with you guys. How dare you try and make other people happy? Oh, that's neat. It's a good touch. Hello, Slammer. Where's Tim? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it'd probably just be a BPS download or something like that. BPS, what's it called? IPS or BPS ROM patching. Does it require patching, Officer? Because that might be the problem, is Lugia might be struggling with the language of it. Oh yeah, they're 9 times out of 10 safe. But as always, do your virus scans after any fan game additions to your computer. My computer makes my dad very nervous because, like, he sees all of the different programs I use with Archipelago and stuff. And he goes, "But your information is just so ready and to be just disseminated." I go, "Well, you'd be surprised. I work with a lot of people who work in security, so not as bad as you think it might be." We might actually make it to the seabed. What fortuitous opportunity. Nah, I mean, like I said, you do your scans, don't agree to anything more than what you're looking for. Just like what you would do with normal internet safety. But it's by a reputable content creator, so chances are they be the best to trust. You know what I mean? Like, they're a very well-known creator. This isn't just a random project. And with how big that creator is as well, somebody would have said by now whether or not it's an internet, like, data scam. It would be everywhere, so that's kind of just the way that I read the situation to know. Charizard. Exactly, I was gonna say you have to do the reconnaissance for me. Please. Please do reconnaissance for me. You'd be my best friend. I think Cradley's dead. That's fair. Cradley is not dead. Cradley is now dead. How did you live? Clap it. Calm mind, huh? Yeah, I'm hoping by the end of the weekend to actually have my Questmaster map done, Lugia. So I'll have that testing. I'm very happy with it. I'm very, very excited to try and pull some people together and get a race for it. There will be lots of fixes necessary, probably, but I'm very proud of what I've made in it, so I'm looking forward to showing that off. And hopefully it'll be good enough learning for the big map, which is the Legend of Johto. But this map turned out to be way bigger than I thought it was going to be. I didn't think it would take this long. I did break up the amount of time I worked on it quite a bit. But, yeah, that ruined me too. I was really excited to do some, like, ice on lava mechanics, but it's not in the game, so I had to come up with something else, which still worked. Maybe that's what I was thinking when I was thinking Ice on Lava was going to work, was maybe I was thinking a Super Dungeon Maker. What do we get? Regidrago. That's good, because I don't have a lot of Regidrago. Take Heart? That's really good, actually. We're on a 20 cycle. So if I go to C... Oh, shit, we're not going to get a lot going in here. 150 to 160 would be Island. 160 to 170 would be C. So I need to go to Island. And then C. And then C bed will be 170 to 180. That's good. Okay, so we go to Island here. We're still trying to look for... Kyogre only shows up in C bed. So I'm trying to make sure that the boss area, if I can, makes it... where I can get on a cycle that I'm not fighting the final boss. Sounds good, Marie. I'm actually only going to be here for another 20 minutes or so anyways. Probably going to finish this run and then head out. But it was good to see you. Please take care. Reach out if you need to. Fargeist? That's true. Take it easy, Marie. If I don't talk to you before you move, good luck with the move. I'll wave my flag from across the border. How are you doing this weekend, Surf? Hope you've been well. Yeah, it is warmer. It's been pretty good weather. That's certainly a lineup. Oh boy. I guess I did do Revelation, but is there anybody here who would benefit from getting the Terra? No. Actually, no. If it's Ghost Terra, we want to invest into somebody who can learn Curse. Oh, man. That wasn't so bad. I don't have any rogue balls. But I do need to make sure I'm in an okay spot for winning this run too. Who else has a psychic move? Well, you know, the psychic guy over here. Yeah, I counted right. Cephalon. That's not good. It's a lot of stats. Nice, never mind, we're good. Got Impish. Nice. Actually, give me a moment here really quickly, chat. I'm just gonna go... I think I'm going to treat myself to a couple of pieces of pizza today, just to kind of reach out of the ordinary. But I need to go take my supplements for that, so just give me one... I'm going to figure this Archeops out real quick. Just give me a moment with that, and then... I just realized that you have a Blumberry. How am I doing this? Really? Get out of here. Not really. Not like that, though. Not dead. Oh, it's because I drop his special defense. That's weird. There must be some kind of damage roll happening there. Maybe I should go for Batty Bad. It sounds so stupid when I say it. Yeah, that's... Does it have multi-scale now? As this passive, perhaps? Maybe it does. Okay. That's fine. Okay, that's good. We don't have any naturally stunning things, though. Very good. Okay. 7 berries. Can only see 5, though. Remember that. Found 7 berries. Okay, let me go grab my... Before we get into this, maxi fight. Okay. Now one more moment here. I need to look up if my pizza place sells individual slices for gluten-free. Close at midnight. I don't know if I'm going to make it when it's 3 minutes away. That's tough. Oh, can I actually just order online? Ooh, I can just order slices. Oh. Five Nights at Freddy's. No. Oh, you have to buy him as an entire pizza? Fuck. Now let me check though, does it only sell online as... Oh, it only sells as complete pizzas online. Yeah, it's fair. Who's the is it Freddy in the Five Nights at in the collab with Dead by... I haven't heard Dead by Daylight in a while. Did he have gluten-free calzones? Wouldn't that be great? Nope. Fair enough. Springtrap. Oh, that's his name? Fair enough. I thought it was Freddy. Oh, Freddy's the Fazbear. Wait, what? Wait, Freddy Fazbear is not Springtrap? They look very similar. I'm gonna be honest with you. Suwako has explained the lore to me in great extent, and so did Officer, and so did Sky, I believe. There were a lot of people in this community who did it, and it has oozed out of my ears. Because I listened, I absorbed it, and then I became so knowledgeable on Five Nights at Freddy's that I became 3 dead men on a Thursday. So... yeah. Officer would have to remind me. Officer and Suwako would have to be the big ones to tell me a lot. I think Sai might have actually known a lot about it too. Can't remember. I feel like he was a part of that conversation when we were talking all things Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh, okay. A Springtrap. But it's not... it's not Freddy Fazbear. Oh, okay. Cool. Okay, let me just quickly call these people. It doesn't look like I can. Skin Collection Witcher? Oh my god, I read that as the skin collector joining Dead by Daylight. I'm like, that's freaky. They have a character in Witcher called Skin Collector? That's nasty. Give me a moment here, chat, sorry. fuck, I just ordered a $22 pizza. Anyways. They don't sell individual slices, which is normally the case. I was just hoping that something would change. It did not. It's okay, it'll be ready around the time that I need to be out of here anyways. I don't think we'll be done this in 20 minutes though, so... Drought. Yeah, these are very tough fights for us. I think Unknown needs to drop dead here. Never mind, I have Levitate. Never mind, it's gonna miss a bunch. Never mind, I'm dead. That didn't kill. Rip. That's fair. Better lucky than good. Yeah, so the only problem with these max luck runs is, like, you know, we'll see if we can win from here. With max luck runs, we have to work through some really bad luck or reset until we get really good luck. Oh, you have so many boss bars. Okay, Sun wasn't set up, but he's got like 9 things that sets up. Yeah, he's got everything that sets up freaking Drought on his team. Ow. Yeah, but the damage has been done, so we should win from here. We should. Cute analytic. Just kidding, you have Mega Horn? No way. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Anyways. Fiddly har hardy he. This is why we have money. Yeah, that rhymed. Jolly? Did I have Jolly on my guy yet? I don't think I had Jolly. I think I'm gonna teach Jolly, or give Jolly to dude there. We have a charcoal on here too. Does anyone have fire? Regular revived unknown. Oh, I haven't seen this guy in a while. Fire, water, pickup. That's a bit late for pickup. You're kidding me. You got the special attack raise. Well, this is really bad all of a sudden. Never mind, we're good. I didn't think it would actually do that much. Teach pickup. Nah, it's too late for pickup. Okay, here we go. Really? We're just gonna keep dropping my health like that? That's nice defenses? That's cool. Gain speed. Of course you did. That's fine. There's the Mantine. That did not kill. Alright, here we go. We're looking for lures. Anything to force a double battle, just to have the maximum chance of us finding Kyogre. Okay. Yeah, call us what you're gonna do, and then we'll meet you there. What's that? Yes. Okay. Have fun. Okay. Sure. See you later. Come on. Come on. Don't do a trainer fight. What is a breeder doing underwater anyways? He can't breathe. Nerd. I better get that back. If not, we're resetting this. Fucking kidding me. Nope. I want my leftovers back. This is too hard of a run not to have the leftovers on. That's so fucking dumb. That's different RNG. That might be good, actually. No, it doesn't kill low kicks in time. Get out of here. Alright. Open it. Man, you look like Kyogre. You look like Kyogre too. God damn it. Everything reminds me of her. Everything. There's a couple of jokes on this particular combination of Pokemon. We're not going to talk about it. Oh my god, it just keeps happening. I don't want the reminders, man. Storm Drain's really good down here, at least. Okay, come on, Kyogre. 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 Damn it. One day, dude. One day. It's gonna happen. Believe me. The other weird thing is we haven't had a Kyogre gacha in so long, too, so I'm just kind of want a Kyogre at this point. Start nuzlocking this. Getting into the weeds of it all. Alright, chat. Well, there's nothing left except us trying to win this run, so I think I'm going to call it here. And I'm going to go pick up my pizza and go see my girlfriend. I guess it's my future nephew, I guess. I should say it's my future nephew. Because I plan to marry into the family at some point, or at least I'm a part of the family. So, yeah. Thank you very much for joining me today, everybody. Like I said, it's a somber day, but I hope that if you're feeling similar to how I'm feeling, or if you just needed a little bit of a breath and sort of a way to release. Appreciate you all being here, and I hope that you can make the best of your weekend. I might be back tomorrow, Mother's Day. I don't know what's happening tomorrow yet, but you might see me tomorrow. But the goal is Monday, and the goal is hopefully doing the Dunsparce only run. Maybe we're with Tora. I have to talk to her tomorrow and go from there. But once again, thank you everybody for coming out. If you want to, like I said, my DMs are open. Social media is still active. We're still making things happen here. By the way, what's the gacha? Still Reggie? Yeah, I'll save it from Reggie. We don't need Reggie right now. Or do I need Reggie? No, I'm going to save it for Kyogre, hopefully. Yeah. Thanks again, guys. You're the best. And we'll talk soon. Pay attention to Discord for the schedule updates. And we'll leave it at that. Have a lovely weekend, everybody. Peace.